If you haven't been to Turkey, you've probably heard of the country but might not be sure why you should visit. Whether you're into food, history, truly unique natural landscapes, or you just enjoy connecting with the locals, Turkey has something for everyone. And today, we'll show you what it's like to travel here.
Good morning and welcome to Pamukkale. What you can see right behind us here is one of the most famous sites in all of Turkey, which we're exploring today, a couple of hours outside of Istanbul.
This is almost like a dream. It's like a fairy tale landscape. It almost looks like marble or something. Wow.
So this is not actually a hot spring. Most of this mineral water is quite warm, and in general, the higher you go up the terraces, the warmer it gets. It's like an infinity pool, isn't it?
I just found my own private hot tub. Oh yeah, I could sit here all day long. All I'm missing is just a beer. Like a nice cold beer.
It's literally 9 a.m. but my goodness, look at this. Oh, it's nice and warm, really.
It's like our own private open air spa. Well, not really private, us and 200 Russians, but I mean, you gotta take what you can get.
In this case, there's plenty of room for everyone. Now it looks like we're all alone. Except for those two. Kapow! This is the perfect spot to come for your morning soak. It's incredible. Pamukkale is actually called a cotton castle. It's what the locals call it. Pamuk is a Turkish word for cotton, Kale is a Turkish word for castle, and it does look a little bit like you're on these cotton swabs with the pools in between.
There's a lot of white sediment at the bottom, and if you walk through it, it just comes up and becomes like this milky, murky water. The water is actually very clean though. It's just mineral sediment because it comes from a mineral hot spring. It's supposed to be really, really healthy for you, for your skin, for your body, and just in general as well. I don't like this pool. This is the cold pool. The other one was really nice and warm.
There's a big group of people incoming over there in the back. This is still nothing though compared to the crowds that this place usually sees during the tourist high season.
From Pamukkale, we started driving towards the Aegean coast, where we were expecting to find blue skies and sunshine. But instead we were greeted by lots, and I do mean lots of rain, that lasted the rest of the day. Then the next morning we set out to explore the mountainside town of Tire. Tire's Tuesday Farmers Market is the perfect opportunity to experience a slice of truly local life in the Turkish countryside.
It's so nice and colorful. All these vegetables, fresh produce, and I can't believe the prices. Kilo of bananas just $1, kilo of apples just $0.50. They really sell everything here, from clothes to kitchen utensils, even like gardening tools and shovels and
axes and whatnot.
Like everything.
The great thing about Tire is that because it's more off the beaten path, you won't find tour buses with droves of other tourists here. Or in our case, any other tourists at all.
Thank you. So I just bought a whole chicken, grilled and everything with some spices, $2.50. It's unbelievable.
4 kilo. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4.
1 kilo?
Yes.
15 tabii.
Okay, teşekkür.
So we bought so much. It's like at least 10 kilos of fruit and vegetables and some bread and chicken. It is less than $10. There's this young girl that runs the shop. She offered us some tea.
Do you use sugar?
Yes, one sugar
Okay,
please.
one sugar.
Thank you.
Oh, thank you.
No problem.
We were just walking by here. I bought some bread. So this is your father's shop, right?
Yes, my father's shop. and I'm helping him.
But today he's not here, so
Oh,
we're the
yeah,
boss.
today is not today. I am the boss.
That's a beautiful market.
Yeah, beautiful. I'm copying here. This is right in Turkish, and I will translate for your followers. In the market set up every Tuesday in Tire, 5,000 marketers open stalls. Tire Tuesday Market is the second largest open air in market the world.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
This is for gift for you, and this is the famous in Tire is olive colony. You can remember this moment.
Thank you so much. Really nice. Thank you so much.
It's no problem for me.
Oh, it smells really
Yeah,
good.
it's good.
Wow.
Wait.
Then small is memories.
Okay, thank you so much. Now we're going to head a few kilometers further up the mountain from Tire to one of rural Turkey's best restaurants.
It's quite the adventure to drive around here. These streets are quite narrow. There's lots of traffic, potholes as deep as the ocean.
We're going to have to rearrange some of our stuff here to get up that hill.
Usually you can't really tell how steep a road is, but imagine how steep it is if you can see this on camera. Here it goes. Oh, we hit the bottom with something. Try not to stall. Uh-oh. I'm stalling. Oh crap. Oh yeah. Haha. They just roll up the menu for you. You can pick any dish you want. How cool is that? I've never seen that before.
This is yogurt.
Okay.
And that one?
Yes, cheese and salad.
Wow, thank you. Little feast here going on. Looks so
This is
good.
just the starter.
Oh, it's so good. Yogurt base with some, I guess, some smoked aubergine or eggplant.
We just realized that because we didn't see a menu when ordering the starters, we actually have no idea what any of this food is costing. But anyway, for the main course, I have a lamb shish, which is basically a lamb grilled skewer. Naick has these incredible looking lamb chops.
A little bit pinkish on the inside.
About an hour's drive from Tire is the ancient city of Ephesus, a UNESCO World Heritage Site and the grandest and best preserved of the classical ruins in the Mediterranean. It's a must-see on any trip to Turkey.
This is the ancient Greek city. It dates back to 200 BC, if I'm not mistaken, so it's about 2,200 years old.
This massive structure here is the Great Theatre. It used to be used for plays, gladiatorial fights, all sorts of speaking events, and it used to seat 25,000 spectators. And then here we have basically the oldest form of advertisement in the world. So in antique times, going to a brothel was like the most normal thing in the world. And if you were in a new city and you were unsure where you could find the brothel, you would have these symbols on the floor guiding your way through the city. You would know that you're getting closer to what they call the brothel, or more lovely, the house of love. This street was like the beating heart of the city. It was lined on both sides with these huge columns and temples. This is where they used to have a lot of parades. The likes of Cleopatra and Mark Antony walked these streets where we are right now. But if there is one image of Ephesus that you may have seen before, it is the Celsus Library. The inside of the library, which used to house over 12,000 scrolls, was completely destroyed by a fire. The facade was reconstructed by archaeologists in the 1970s. You can even visit the terraced houses here.
These were the houses of the richest people here, some of the richest people on earth actually. This whole complex was inhabited by about 4 to 5 families. Yeah, it means like the courtyard that people had. Each house had their own courtyard.
If I could time travel back to any time, it would be the Roman time.
Yeah, it would
like I
definitely-
think that would be super interesting. Can
Would
you
be so
imagine coming to Ephesus during the Roman time?
The normal entry ticket into Ephesus is about 120 lira. The extra ticket to visit this site here is 55 lira. If you take a combined ticket, it's 160 lira, which saves you 15 lira. Not much, but you can have some tea with it.
Depending on where you go, you can actually have a lot of tea with it.
Or buy 3 kilo tomatoes at the market. these were the public toilets of that time. You can see it gives a really new concept to the word public toilet. These toilets are actually really close together. If you'd be sitting next to a really big guy, your butt cheeks would probably be touching each other. That is a bit too much public toilet for me.
We hope you enjoyed this video as much as we are loving Turkey, because we absolutely love it here. We'll see you again in the next one, right after I need a minute. Right? Are you still here?